We now move on to Famelab number 8, ladies and gentlemen. She's a medical student currently studying at Rangsit University, and during her free time, you know what she likes? She likes to play badminton. You know what else she likes to do? This! Writing articles for the International e-newsletter for the Asian Medical Students Association. Do you guys like to do that too? Okay, I salute her. Today she's going to be talking about mental suicide, a very serious topic. Benyapa Wongsaravit. Let's give her a big round of applause.
Sawadika. The people who impact us the most are those who are truly important to us in our life. I can still remember the face of my first friend in first grade who accidentally punched me in the face and gave me my very first nosebleed. But when you get punched, you don't just get a nosebleed, you also get that awful headache that accompanies the pain. The problem is not being hit once. It's getting hit multiple times. That feeling you just received after getting punched is called punch-drunk syndrome, but medically we call it chronic traumatic encephalopathy, or for short, CTE. CTE is a neurodegenerative disease caused by repetitive head trauma. Boxers or people who play contact sports like football or rugby suffer from CTE the most. Every day, each hit that they receive, something is dying inside of this. This is our brain. And in our brain, we have this protein called tau protein that acts as a stabilizer to our neuron structure. With repetitive head trauma, these tau proteins become defective. They start to build up, clump together, which kills our neurons and other brain cells in the process. What's scary about CTE is that it is so difficult to be diagnosed. It is often confused with Alzheimer's because they both show symptoms of speech problem, behavioral changes, and even memory loss. While Alzheimer's normally appears when you're older, CTE can be found in anyone, even as young as 17 years old. But hope is yet to be lost. Insight to treating CTE may lie in a common animal called the woodpecker. The woodpecker also shows signs of tau buildup in its brain, yet they show no sign of brain damage whatsoever. This shows that not all tau protein buildup will lead to CTE. So, with new research like these, hopefully CTE will become treatable and will no longer affect people, especially boxers or football players. Maybe one day in the future, it'll become a problem in the past. And so that the next time somebody gets punched in the face, getting punch-drunk syndrome, or CTE, will be the least of their worries. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Benyapa. Mental suicide. CTE, what is it again?
Chronic traumatic encephalopathy.
Encephalopathy.
Yeah.
So if you happen to have the CTE, what would be the treatment for the patient of the CTE?
Yeah. Well, sadly, there's no treatment or cure right now because it's just been recently discovered. The first case of CTE was actually in 2002 in a guy called Mike Webster. Okay. So what they do right now is they use prevention method. And the prevention method could be during practice session, we should wear protection gear or headset to protect being hit at the same place multiple times. Another way is to take a rest after being hit, because in our brain we have this mechanism called neuroplasticity, which actually helps repair brain cells. So by taking a rest after having subconscious hit, we can actually have this mechanism, neuroplasticity, heals the damaged brain cells.
Okay. Will a power drink with a lot of tau protein help?
What, sorry?
Is there any power drink that has a lot of tau protein there? So you just drink that drink and then you become
Sadly, No.
No?
I think
Okay.
CTE is so difficult is because once you get hit, symptom doesn't appear maybe like 8 or 10 years later.
Okay.
So it's kind of hard to tell whether which hit came, what CTE came from which hit.
Okay. All right.
Can you see sports players, such as footballers who head the ball a lot, can you see them wearing some kind of head protection in the future if this becomes better known?
Yes, absolutely. Right now there is research going on. So they're actually encouraging more sports players, especially younger generation, to wear headset and protection gear because the more younger they are, the more vulnerable they are to CTE. So they're definitely encouraging that to sports player, especially amateur sports player. Okay.
7 seconds. The judges would like to use that time? No? No. Okay, I think it's a good idea that we don't, yeah. Otherwise we'll have to interrupt her again. But yes, a big round of applause for our CTE expert here. CTE Lepapy, something like that.